guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, there is a red subscribe button. Click it so you can see every time I have a new video. So today is another Tip Tuesday, and today I'm talking about the 5 things that you don't notice until you have a baby. If you hear Mia Rose, she is playing in the background in her saucer. So cute. But that's the sound that you might hear. So the first thing is you don't realize how few restaurants have a change table. Like, before I was pregnant, I had a baby, I never even thought about it. I just, you know, went into the washroom. I didn't really even pay any attention to it at all. But after I had her and I would take her places, it was crazy to see, like, how few places have a change table. And then you're thinking, well, what am I supposed to do? Where am I supposed to change them? Like, it's not very accommodating, and you would think that everyone would at least, you know, upgrade it or something so that they have one. Number 2 is how little space there is for a stroller in most places, like stores. You're going through aisles and you're kind of like, I'm not gonna fit. I've snagged my stroller on stuff. I've knocked stuff off the shelf. Like, you're trying to maneuver, and you realize that, like, when people have placed things, they didn't think about what if somebody with a baby and a stroller is trying to come through, like, you're gonna knock into everything, or there's nowhere to put it where it's like out of the way from all, like, everybody who's shopping there. So you don't realize, like, how little space there is for your stroller when you're going into stores or anything like that. Even sometimes restaurants, trying to get through tables, the space is very small, depending on, like, obviously the size of your stroller, but you don't realize that. Number 3, if we're gonna be completely honest, is how much you judge parents. Like, you judge other people before you have a baby. You judge people on how they treat their kids or what they choose to do with their kids, and then you become a parent and you're like, listen, what is it about? Survival. I need to survive, my baby needs to survive, and that's all that matters, not the comfort of basically anybody else. A common one is that people get annoyed if there's like a baby crying on a plane, and then when you're that parent, when your baby is crying, you're kind of like, I don't know what to do, I can't do anything. There's no off button, okay? I looked very hard when I had my daughter. I could not find an off button. So you know what? She's gonna cry when she wants to. She's gonna talk when she feels like she wants to talk. Like, these are things that are just gonna happen, and there's not much you can do about it. So you don't realize how much you judge other people and their parenting styles until you have a kid, and then you're like, wow, maybe I shouldn't have judged them because now I see what they've been dealing with. Number 4 is how much we take for granted. And this is like how much you take for granted that you can just be alone by yourself. Like, that's the biggest one for me, is like going to the bathroom alone, going and just getting ready and going and jumping in the car and going to the store and just doing your grocery shopping and going home. Like, all that stuff you take for granted because you don't think about what it's going to be like once you have a baby and you have to tote them with you. Sometimes you feel like you don't even want to go out because the amount of effort it takes to get them ready, get everything packed and go. You're just like, I'll go later. I know for me, sometimes I'll wait till my husband comes home and then I will go and do the errands on my own, so I have like a second alone to myself. And it's simpler than just picking her up and going and doing it. So there are small things that you take for granted because they seem absolutely normal to you, and then you have kids and you realize, man, those were luxuries. Oh, she has lots to say in the background. And the last one is how fast time flies. Like, I always felt like time passed by really quickly, but when I had her, I couldn't believe, like, how fast time flew. Like, I look at her and I can't believe she's 6 months old already. And every time I go places like the doctor's office, or the other day I was at my dentist, and they're always like, I remember when you came in and you were pregnant. Like, what happened? How come, like, I can't believe that she's 6 months old already. So time really does fly by. Before I know it, like, the next month has come and she's 1 month older, and you're just going from day to day doing your regular routine, and you don't even realize, like, how precious that time is and how quickly it flies. Anyways, guys, that is it for my 5 things you don't notice or think about until you have a baby. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below and tell me what was something that you didn't realize or you didn't notice until you had a baby. I'd love to hear what it was. And if you aren't already subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video. Love you guys. Bye.